Sorry. Sorry. I was just about to start. This guy is so needy. Okay, I can just play from 0. I already warmed up. I got another 32 to 100 today, and it felt pretty easy. I'm pretty confident with the end of the level today, and not confident with the beginning of the level. So, that's why I need to lock in. But I can only stream for like an hour or so. I want like a hard deadline at 2 for me. Okay. Also, I think I have confirmed it completely that there was click delay sometimes yesterday. And I think it's my SEO device's fault. I kind of realized that my SEO device has like 5 million clicks on one key. At least. And it's probably about time for me to get a new SEO device. It's been having some issues. Sometimes it'll just like disconnect in the middle of a level. Oops, I just restarted for no reason. That wasn't my SEO device, that was just me. Sometimes it'll disconnect in the middle of a level, but that's never happened on a hard level. It's just like when I'm relaxing on the game and playing like a weekly demon, does it decide to really screw me over. But if it starts doing it when I'm like at 60% in this level, I gotta just bite the bullet and buy a new SEO device. This one honestly lasted way longer than I ever expected it to, so I wouldn't really mind. No, I promise. I promise. The delay is there. I feel it. I feel it. And as soon as I take it off, I'm gonna get like 500%. It's okay. It only takes like 20 seconds to restart my game. So this isn't even a problem. They unironically feel so much better. I swear it's not placebo. Okay, good attempt. Yesterday I had problems with that 33 click. I usually don't have problems with it in start position, but from zero it's a different beast. I wouldn't say I've mind blocked it, but I just have to like really pay attention to it. I think it's like the most chokeable click at the start of that part. Or in that part, just period. Keep getting super mega delayed. It's fine. That's okay. I'm not talking about much here anyways. This is the lock-in stream. No better stream for it to happen. And the level's 3 minutes long. So 45 seconds delay. If I'm at How is the audio ahead? Okay. Well, if the audio's ahead, then I guess they'll just know if I'm about to beat the level, and then the visuals I'm still at like 60. That'll be cool. Sure thing. I was gonna say, since the level's like 3 minutes long, even if you have 45-second delay, you still should have time to say go while I'm far. Okay, good attempt. I will take it. Hardship. Alex Jones Demon. I have no idea what the correlation is, but sure. The Alex Jones Demon. Hi, Saipan. Oh, good job waking up earlier today. Bro's not gonna miss the bus, there's no way. I can tell he's a little tired, though. Bro's making up words. I'm assuming that's supposed to say delirious or something. Super genius. Oh my goodness. Oops. I also initially read rhinoceros, but I knew that's the R was part of super. Oh, yeah, Pan. Saipan. Good luck on your math test today. And Pan. Oh, thank you for the good luck on Forest Pririt. I should just like slowly make the level name and the title like worse every day. Just misspell it worse and worse. Forest is a good one. Oops. Hi, Deimos. How are you? But word, I've got you. Let me just get far every attempt, and provide zero commentary. Can I not get a phone call right now? I'm actually far. I don't know if you noticed. It's spam, anyways. How long have I been playing this level? This is like around my 30th day of actually playing the level, like 30th session or so. I am not. Color's older than me. Yeah, I'm 21 and color is 23. Some unks. Nope, 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 nope. Not unk, not unk. I could be. I am genuinely like around 25 is unk age. That is the age where you could just become an uncle. Like if you have a sibling that has kids, boom, unk status just instantly. I could be at that age, but I'm not. I'm not an unk. Hold on one sec. Yeah. I mean there are people I okay, do step siblings count towards unk status? Like if your parents get remarried and you just have a brother that's like 15 years older than you, then because that can happen, and he has a kid when you're like 6, are you unk? Are you unk? Does that count? Do we have to make exceptions? No exceptions. That kid is old for the rest of his life. Wait, hold on. I think I can my great grandma had I think 8 or 9 kids. So the difference between the oldest and the youngest is going to be a lot. I don't the oldest did have kids, but I don't know when they had kids. I think probably around 22 is my educated guess. The youngest kid, which would be my grandma, I think would have become an aunt, not unc, unfortunately, but they would have become an aunt at around probably 11? No. Wait, maybe like 13. 13-year-old aunt. That's that's kind of bad. You were born when your youngest brother was 18. Okay, that's 18-year-old unc. That's not the worst. That's not the worst. That is pretty early onk status, but it definitely gets worse. I think the toothpaste just looks way more empty than it is when you've used like half of it because it's flattened out a ton, but there's still like a good amount of toothpaste in there. I don't know. It could also be that when the toothpaste is almost empty, you're thinking more about how you're squeezing out like the last drop of toothpaste every time. And because you're actually like consciously thinking about it, it gives the impression that it lasts longer because you don't remember every time that you filled your toothbrush up when the toothpaste was full, you know? I think that's the boring answer. I don't think there's actually an interesting answer to that. A toothpaste soft drink? No, I don't think they need to do that. No, 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 I think I'm okay. Dope. In Bean Boozled, they had the toothpaste favorite bean, and that one wasn't bad. So I don't actually think a toothpaste flavored drink would be that bad, but it would also just be packed full of artificial sweeteners. So yeah, the doy. My brother and I would play Bean Boozled a lot as kids, and I don't know why we ever had the containers, because we never actually played the game. When we wanted a snack, we would just go to the Bean Boozled and eat them, but we would only pick out the blue ones, obviously, because those are the only good ones. And then if we were really desperate, we would pick out one of the other flavors. And I swear, whenever you picked out another flavor, it was just always the bad one. I always felt like the proportion from good to bad flavors, it was heavily favored in the bad flavors. Like, it had to be like a 3-to-1 ratio. Because I was just getting bad beans every single time. Holy huge sack. Picture of the blood moon last night? Wait, that sounds cool. I never take pictures of the moon. Oh my god, what the hell? I never take pictures of the moon because my phone camera has like never been high quality, so it's just like super pixely whenever I do it. I really want to invest in like a decent camera so I can take good pictures of eggs and maybe the moon, but mostly eggs because I make banger eggs. Remember it being worse than toothpaste? I think it was probably like blue raspberry or something. I just held so long. A camera and a telescope? That's badass. Oh, ow. Yes, okay, I do want to see it. Hold on, checking other media. How do I open Discord? Wait, what? This is sick. I don't care. Can I click the X? I don't want to accept. Okay. Wait, this is actually so cool. Just half tinted. This is such a good picture. I really like that. That's a really cool picture. Thank you for sharing with the class. It does kind of look stock, yeah. Just half the moon red, half of it white. It looks really cool. The clouds, I think, also added a lot to the picture. It wasn't just like a blank night sky with the moon in the middle. It felt really eerie. Ouch. No, I was really close on that jump. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to click there anyways. Okay, I said this was gonna be a lock-in stream, but I actually haven't locked in. I gotta focus. Dude, my game is so freaking stuttery, that attempt. It just does it randomly for no reason. Ah. No, I'm so bad at 23 today. Saw that coming. I hate those two pink orbs. Having like a little auto section before tough timing just makes the timing infinitely harder. And I know the auto section that I'm talking about here is one yellow portal, but it makes those clicks unnecessarily hard. There's another part like that later in the level, where it's like a decently long auto section before like a top one ball timing, and I died to the ball timing quite a bit. It does. Even if it's really short, it really messes with you. Now that's just upsetting. Oh. Picking up this tired at 7. Oh, sorry, I just had egg gas as soon as I read that. What time is bro going to bed? Oh my goodness, I can't. I'm mind blocking the ship. Oh, that's a splendid death. That's just wonderful. That wave though, it's so straight. You've never seen a straighter wave through a portal. There isn't a single pixel. Yeah. And I died for it. Okay. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine enough to go from 0, maybe not really. Playing really bad at 15 to 32. I guess I kind of just have to suck it up. Sucking it up worked. It's because I have 73 here on the start pause. I got it on accident. Before I started streaming the level, I only played in the start position and fluked to 73 from 33. I don't think it's technically 73 either. That was 2.1%, and this level uses 2.2%, so I think it's more like 75, but I'm not going to confuse my viewers further than I already have. Oh. Wait, Saipan, all I needed was for you to say that the dropship was impossible, and I'm suddenly good at it. We needed to sax horn more. You know, that sounds really bad, actually. Most placeboed player ever. I'm starting to believe that is true, but the delay thing is real. The delay thing is actually real. I'm being so raw with that. Outside of that, sure, that might be true as well, but the delay thing is actually real. Do mental tricks to convince myself that I'm focused and playing well and only dying to hard parts. Wait, I need to know, is that what you do? Is that something that you do? Do you play mind games on yourself to convince yourself that you're like actually hyper consistent? Professional esports players do that. Okay, I guess I have to try that. It's something that I've done before. In Storming Summit, I had a day where I actually completely mind blocked the duel. And the way I broke the mind block was by thinking, oh, I've done this duel 100 times before. I just need to follow my basic click pattern and it'll come back to me. And I'm better at this duel than I am making it look like today. And I broke the mind block, I think, if I remember correctly. It was essentially me telling myself that I was better at the duel than I thought I was that day. And it helped, if I remember correctly. I eventually broke the mind block, seeing as how I beat the level. You do the opposite. Okay. I think I want to try doing the first one. Placeboing myself into thinking that I'm hyper consistent and locked. And everything. Fake confidence, you get real confidence. Yeah. They say fake it till you make it, and it's real. Oops. The PC tomorrow for your birthday? That's exciting. The Nelv rebeat is exciting. I was scrolling through messages earlier for one of the channels. I think I was trying to find something, and I saw the Nelv thumbnail you made, and it was banger. Bro just needs the completion to complement his thumbnail. Wait, I'm realizing that I did this during Amalgam too. In Amalgam, something that I said is if I was smiling, I wasn't locked in enough, and I would immediately stop smiling if I noticed it, and then I would lock in more. And I'm coming to the same conclusion right now. If I'm smiling, I'm not locked in. But if I'm not smiling, I'm locked. I might be the most placebo GD player ever, actually. There's no fighting the allegations. What the? Oh, fuck my nuts. Alright. That actually wasn't my fault. If I play the game, my save device isn't working. Okay, well, it wasn't working. I was clicking it and it didn't respond for a second. It actually just DC'd in the middle of the attempt, which I talked about earlier. This is like the first time it's happened on a hard level when I was deep in an attempt. So that's upsetting. I can't placebo out of that one. And it helps. Yeah, I need to start doing that. I gotta start experimenting with my placebo-ness more. Hi Valde. I will, by the way, even though you can't hear me. Oops, I just held there for no reason. So hot. I really liked it. I can appreciate a nice hand-drawn thumbnail. Oops. No, that's really helpful. I really needed this phone call right now. The what? I'm getting a phone call from healthcare. Just the whole healthcare. Wait, I'm picking this up. Okay, healthcare got the wrong number. Bro started speaking to me in Spanish and then asked for someone that just wasn't me. Okay. We got a good attempt. And why is Steam happening? Oh my god, I've never gone offline from Steam. Get this guy out of here. This guy tried to kill me at 40. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. How do I go offline? I did it. Alright, see you, Saipan. Have a good one. Good luck on your math test. Wait, my delay is back. Wait, never mind. No, it's back. Okay. Unplug the SAO device. Restart the game. Replug in my SAO device. And everything should be fixed. That's annoying. But I have a fix for it. I have a fix for my SAO device delay. And it's real. This one's not placebo, and I promise. How do I know? I don't remember. I just always assume you have a math test, I guess. I just assumed, I guessed. And you just confirmed it, by the way. Can Geometry Dash open? Oh, stop. Oh, that one was nasty. Okay. Yeah, my delay's fixed. Oh, I hate that UFO death. Nope, my delay is back. I think I can fucking feel it. It's actually so annoying. I think I just have to bite the bullet and get a new SEO device. Or downgrade my geometry dash. One of the two things is causing the problem. Okay, I need to work on the ship. Anyways, that was my short stream. I just wanted to have a little lock-in session from Zero, and I did okay today, all things considered. And I learned how to placebo. Maybe I'm gonna be trying that out soon. Every session. I think this week I'm gonna sit down and just try to grind out a 15 to 100. See how that goes. I definitely need to work on it a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Yesterday I was so good at the ship. I was passing in every attempt. So I just need to unlock that again. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Sorry it was such a short stream. I really do not have a bunch of time to dilly-dally today. But I had time for an hour-long stream. My next stream will probably be Friday, but I'll see. Okay, have a good one. Bye.